Hello everyone, Rob from Environmental Rescue here, and today I am doing something a little different. I'm hooking up my Sandpoint pump. That's a shallow well under 25 feet for groundwater, and I'm going to be installing it in here. It has to be uninstalled in the fall because our winters are too cold and everything would freeze up and bust. So this is going to be a little video here on how to set one up, and hopefully it will go okay. So if anybody else has one and they have to do the same thing and they got questions about it, they can maybe look to this and see what's up with it. That's to keep the little critters out. Okay. Okay, so I have to get in here and put a few wraps of this over the thread so that it'll seal up better around the, I should have put that one, this was over here. And that's because these are threads, and this hose here that I really only plan on putting on temporarily, and because I was having such a problem last year getting the suction, and by having that a clear hose on there, it was then a whole lot easier to see if I was sucking air or not, or if it was the impeller that wasn't working right in this. And actually it doesn't even matter which way that I put the tape on, because I'm not threading on anything over top of it. This is just going to slide on top of it. Okay, I think we're getting it on pretty good here now. And the reason I'm also doing this is because the price of water is pretty expensive here in our city. And so since this is from the ground, it's not only free, but it's also free of the chemicals that you would get in your coming out of your tap in your house, like chlorine, maybe fluoride. You know, some places still put fluoride in their water. But this is, of course, I'm not going to say it's chemical free, because without doing any testing, who knows what's actually in our groundwater. But at least it's saving, because you actually go through a lot of water on your lawn. So that's a lot of water that is not having to be treated at your local city or community's water supply system. Come on. So last year I did this a whole bunch of times with my black pipe, the ABS pipe, and either it took forever to siphon up, or to suck up, or if I'd leave it for overnight, I'd come back and there was nothing, it just wouldn't prime again. So I went to the plastic hose here, the clear hose, just so I could see if, you know, what was happening. And I could actually see it going down a little bit. So I think I know I replaced all of these joints, I retaped them all, and this seemed to be kind of where most of the issue was. So I'm going to get this ready to go now. I still have to put in a piece of pipe on the top here to go through my wall here. So let's see if we can get this threaded in here. Go outside and give it. Now we'll just give this a plug in and see what happens here. Last year I had to prime it, even though this is a self-priming pump. But we'll just see how this works. Have to let this go for a couple of minutes because it's got to bring it up quite a ways, even if it is going to work without priming it. Okay, so what we've got here now is I put a timer on this so that I get roughly, well, I can set it upwards to a maximum of 2 hours per time when I get it hooked up onto this hose here. And now if I can just find where I put it from last fall, it should be around here somewhere. There we go. And all it goes by is the amount, there's a flow meter in here. And you just set your time on the dial, and when that time's out, it shuts the water off. You don't overwater your lawn. Of course, it's equally important to remember to turn your tap on. Okay. So I got a front yard that is drying right up, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on right now, and we'll see you all later.